Hey everyone, this is Sophia Light speaking. Welcome to SCP Foundation Animal Crossing, the game where we take something wholesome and calming and pleasant and try our darndest to make it spooky for no good reason whatsoever. Except that we personally find it entertaining. I've been a longtime SCP Foundation fan, and like literally everyone else on this planet who is fortunate to own a Switch, I suppose, I've been playing a lot of Animal Crossing lately, so I figured let's combine these two things I love. Yeah. So let's start with our hero. I figure, let's start with our hero. Right here we see Dr. Salinity. Dr. Salinity uses any pronouns and arrived on this island known as Confluence fairly recently. They're an SCP Foundation doctor, or researcher, and they've been sent to explore this island and its possible unusual phenomena. They've been here for a few weeks, ingratiating themselves with the locals, making observations, gathering resources, etc. And now they are ready to begin the work they came here for, which is building a site on this island. So we're going to hopefully follow them throughout their adventure. See what research they can do, see what they can contain. Mostly this will be me playing Animal Crossing in the normal way, but with some flavor text going on. So I figure first I'll show you a bit around, see what Dr. Salinity's gotten up to in their time here, and tell you where we're going next. This is actually a re-recording of a live stream I did, because I'm totally new to this and it turns out you can't actually just upload things for longer than 10 minutes if you're new to YouTube, so whatever. This will be your 10-minute intro and I'll figure out something better next time. So up there, you saw the good doctor's house. Little park, a lot of flowers. Who doesn't like flowers? This isn't the normal SCP Foundation universe. For instance, we figured we're already on board with the fact that there are just talking animals. That's just a normal thing here. This sloth sells us flowers. Over here, we have our unusual dinosaurs. Now, we think not to worry, Dr. Salinity. We think these aren't actually anomalies, but we think they're rather the result of some sort of enterprising previous owners of the island put these together. But we're not sure yet. We think that's something to figure out. Other than that, this island seems to be pretty standard. Shops, museums, the like. Oh, Able Sisters is still open. Nice. You can see a fair amount of development's been done here. Here's the Calvin Ball Court. You know, sports. Come on. Wait, put that back. Dr. Salinity is a little clumsy at times, but they are our best effort in any case. Up here we have a residential area, lot of normal, mostly normal residents. We assume that some of them are secretly Foundation doctors or are working for the Foundation. I say doctors, agents, maintenance, all sorts of things. We'll probably find that out as we go. Right now we have 9 residents. I'm pretty sure Timbra's a researcher. I'm not sure about everyone else. I doubt Dom or the clown, who is I think just not anomalous, but just very into clowns is. And this is also what we're working with land-wise. Hopefully I'll get around to showing you this, but the back portion is relatively undeveloped right now, and that is with some terraforming tools, which apparently you can just get on a smartphone in this universe, so that seems weird. With those tools, we're probably going to turn the back of the island into the site, whereas the other half will maintain the civilian population, keep up the masquerade, etc. Now, we have already seen our share of interesting phenomena on this island. A few rudimentary containment units have been established. Not that that's exactly the goal yet. Or, nothing serious, but one has to act when one sees something and when the chance comes up. So Salinity's been doing a pretty good job with limited resources, but with a dedicated facility, I think they'll be able to do a lot better. It is a nice island. There's something to be said for these remote sites. Not only do they... not only are they good for reducing the visibility of certain anomalies, or containing the civilian populations who can be exposed to them, but it's a bit of a mood booster as well. Now here's our most intensive containment unit. Excuse me, as far as whether SCP Foundation researchers are allowed to carry magic wands on their person or not, well, listen, Salinity has been doing this by themselves. Let's just let them have this one. Or at least bring it up with them later. There's not exactly anyone nearby to report to. So, as you can see here, this is one of the rudimentary containment facilities, using primitive materials, but it seems to have worked well. We have not yet seen a reprisal of the possibly seasonal phenomenon known as, what is his name? Known as Zipper. Resulted in many Varon's natural resources being replaced by eggs of an unknown species. The following are some of the relics, or the enclosed are some of the relics contained, or some of the relics left by that entity's passage. We believe we won't see this possible manifestation of an ancient fertility deity. We're not really sure until much later, but best to be cautious. This is a pretty admirable job for Dr. Salinity to put together on a last minute, or on a spur of the moment assignment. I've created some visual elements, which I will link in the comments here, or in the description or whatever. These are based on Sunny Clockwork's excellent Foundation art, and are used for representing the classes, or the object classes of anomalies located herein. So you probably know from the site, if you read the site, which you should, they go safe, Euclid, Keter, and roughly escalating degree of importance. Now I put in some interesting, or I put in a fair bit of thought towards the design of these patterns, which I'll probably explain in a later video since I'm not sure how long I've got right now. But yeah, these are supposed to be a quick read. I've got a few supplies back here. So what I'm thinking is, well, I'm not exactly sure yet, but the back of the island will be flattened out. There'll probably be a hydro power station, so that the site's not obviously connected to the main grid. What else are we doing? Yeah, I'm hoping to establish of course, containment units, possibly sort of outdoor field office setup, and an laboratory either outdoors or in Dr. Salinity's dwelling place, which, as you will see, will also is also acting as a okay, come on, why is this not? There we go. Which is also acting as a partial site outside of their living quarters. Yeah, a lot of the work on this island just so far has been just making sure there is a resilient civilian populace. For some reason, the funding situation has not quite come through, so as it might be common in this universe, Salinity is self-funding this site. Which doesn't seem to be great practice, especially for well, maybe the Foundation is left developed here. Not really sure what's going on. Dr. Salinity is also fortunate to have recently recovered from a encounter with an anomaly that left them, oh, nice. Oh, I love oarfish. If you keep watching this channel, I will tell you all sorts of oarfish facts. Oh, let's start with one here. Okay, I love oarfish, real animals, the longest bony fish in the world, so not like a shark or a whale shark, or, a shark or a ray or anything like that, which have cartilage skeletons. But for fish that have true bony skeletons, the oarfish is the longest one. Now, as far as I'm aware, they're super uncommon. As far as I'm aware, no human has ever caught an oarfish with, a line or a hook, or from a boat. We know the vast majority of them from when they wash up ashore, either dead or dying, or come up onto the coast. They grow up to 30 feet long, so even this giant version of the game is really not doing them justice. And it's tentative. We've actually seen very few live ones in their natural habitat. But as far as we can tell, they've often been seen in pairs, which is interesting. And as far as we can tell, in the open water where they spend most of the time, they also hang out vertically in the water column. Come on, where are you? Yeah. All that length goes up and down like an antenna. It's wild. Don't know what the deal is. Love it. I'll run down real quick. The oarfish, not anomalous, very, very normal, but, oh no, crap, we're back in civilian territory. No, the civilians also seem to be alright with a fair number of, strange occurrences going on. Oh, look away, Dal. You saw nothing. But obviously we want to, limit interactions there, might have as much as possible. I haven't actually sold any oarfish. Every single one of them I place here. Well, aside from one. I think oarfish are going away this month, so once the month ends, we do want a good supply to last us the rest of the time. This isn't an SCP Foundation thing, this is just a me thing. Oarfish are so good. So yeah, and let's see what we're working with inside too. Oh, damn it, I'm already over 10 minutes. Oh, maybe I can split this. Alright, seems like a normal dwelling, right? Well... Oh yeah, I was saying Salinity has recently recovered from a perceptual anomaly which causes them to move in random directions, a weird and extreme difficulty moving south for unclear reasons, and for rooms to spin when they walked inside them, but only when it was their own house. Which is to say, I had some real killer Joy-Con drift and just got new controllers. I couldn't walk into a house without the house spinning before this. It was real bad. Anyways. Yeah, so this is the normal dwelling. You can see it's a bit of a nerd that lives here. But pretty normal place. Fun fact, this is actually of the rooms I have going on. I think the closest to my own personal aesthetic, which is, well, a bunch of fish tanks. Gotta have that. But also the sort of maximalist, we want it brightly lit and we want everything we like in here. Yeah, it's good stuff. Let's see. We're actually having another floor adding on later, so hopefully by the time you see this, that'll be up. Kitchen, it's in progress, let's say. Sure, seems pretty normal. Nothing really is going on in the next room, in, this room yet, except for the wallpaper, which I really like. I have no idea what I'm actually going to end up doing with it, since it doesn't really seem to fit anything I've thought of yet. Oh, but it's so good. Geological layers, gosh. Yeah, nothing important is going on in this room yet. But, what's that back room? What could be going on back here? Ah, yes. This is our interior containment unit. Now, this is Salinity's early work on the island. They're exploring. They did the best they could, but hopefully over, we'll see this improve. For instance, they contained this rock. Do I have the stickers up for this one? Well, we weren't sure at first, but we think now that it's a safe rock, given that the Eldritch writing on it was revealed when the rock was made to be Japanese. So that might not actually be anomalous, but we'll see. We have a little research record-keeping area back here. We're containing an oarfish, which, as we've previously discussed, is a normal animal. Seems to be Euclid, but I'd say it's due for a filing, as explained. We do have this skeleton. I don't know anything. What's the appropriate reaction to this? Oh yeah, there we go. May that skeleton never turn around. So that's what we're working with now. So like I said, we're going to turn the back of the island into the facility, thinking of terraforming it and putting up a wall there. We're also in the process of adding another room here and expanding the house. So what we're hoping for eventually is a larger containment chamber, like the one you just saw, an office, and perhaps research space inside. We're thinking another room for conducting experiments or staging larger anomalies or something, but we're just going to have to see about that one. Is there anything else? Let's see, there was a ghost earlier on this island, but I haven't seen it since. Well, let's give a run around, probably see the last of it. This is the lily field. Probably some of this will get turned into the site. Some of this will stay as is, and rain being civilian space. Good work, Salinity. Stuff for an eventual restaurant or something will be put here. It's eclectic right now. It might end up eclectic too, but it's definitely eclectic right now. Yeah, so one of the several anomalies here, there's a guy who shows up at the back of the island to sell forged paintings, some which we assume are anomalous, we're not really sure. Keeping an eye out for tarantulas, because self-funding a site is really hard work. You'd almost think they shouldn't do it this way and should have some sort of better financial system, but what are you going to do? Salinity's been trying hard. Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, no ghosts. There is a, humanoid, a sentient anomaly, let's call it, which if you do it a favor will repay you with furniture as thanks. Obviously we collect the furniture for research purposes. Yeah. This is Timbra. Timbra's my favorite villager. She has sort of single 40s femme aunt energy to me, and also she calls me Pine Nut, so that's cute. Oh, she's sweet. I'm pretty sure she works for us, but she's great. Yeah. What else are we doing? So as you can see, I think at the next video I do, as you can see, we only have 9 villagers right now, and I'm thinking we will go anomaly hunting on other islands. Since I've received word that some of the people looking for new homes around here are themselves anomalous, and it would be nice to have at least one of them safely contained here. I also might be trying to get some people to move out eventually, but that'll happen later. And yeah, I think that's about it for now. Let's see. This is Flora. She's actually an ostrich, not a flamingo, I'm pretty sure. She's sweet. I don't think she works for the SCP Foundation. Del might. He has the correct energy for it, in my opinion. Anything else? Oh, what you got for me, Del? Oh boy. What? I'm not even doing anything. Okay, fine. Well, I just learned how to agree with someone, so that's pretty useful. And... what? Yeah, okay. Alright, so... thanks for stopping by, and by the next time you see this, or in the meantime before my next video, I'm hoping to have roughly terraformed the back half of the island, and maybe installed a wall, but nothing else, so that I can do the rest in recording form. Right, this is Dr. Salinity and Sophia Light, signing out. Thanks for joining me, and hope to see you next time.